I guess since I'm on the subject of My Little Pony, might as well do this video I've been wanting to do for a little time now. I've been noticed as I've been going to my locals lately that these three cards come up in every single deck, no matter who's playing, what color, whether the person's playing purple and white, you guarantee to see these three cards in every deck. Especially these two. This one you might see like one of. I play two of. I think I've seen some people play two of, and if you're playing critters, of course you should play three, uh, or maybe two. I guess it all depends on the player, but these two cards definitely have to be three of in every deck, and I like to get into why these cards are so good. First, forest style. Now, forest style, one cost, but it has zero to add to board when you're confronting problems. But what makes it so good is its ability, which says each of your other characters at a problem with this card gets +1 power. It says other characters, meaning not this character, but every other character get +1 power, and not including all the other pluses that you might have and bonuses that you might have already on board, which makes this very splashable because it just says characters, is not specific to color type or anything like that. So it's possible this card can be played in every deck, which I will at least play one. At that, even if I'm not playing yellow, I'll at least play one, just because who doesn't need that extra little boost? It adds up during face-offs. And then the yellow Parasprite. I played it because I thought it was nice. And then I really didn't think so much of like adding in, but I didn't pay attention to how much this card game is revolved around discarding cards, which in any card game is a bad ordeal for whoever's getting the cards discarded. No matter what game you're playing, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, or anything else, if you're being forced to discard cards, that means those are cards that you can't play. They're wasted. They go into your said discard piles or graveyards, depending on what game. Whatever. It's all the same. And Yellow Parasprite makes that happen. And you get 1 point for beating it, and it's a 4 power. And this Troublemaker says, at the start of your opponent's Troublemaker phase, they discard a random card. So that random card kind of hurt, especially if you have two Yellow Parasprite on both problem. Well, one Parasprite on both problems. So you have two Yellow Parasprite on board. Especially like it's a first turn drop. That means the opponent has to immediately take out that Parasprite, because you can get your hand ate up very fast if you don't act. And this makes a very problem card, which should be played in every deck, and 3 in every deck, just because you want to be able to make those kind of plays. It's easy to beat, but sometimes even how easy it is to beat, one Parasprite can be very, very difficult to get rid of, especially if you don't have nothing at the beginning. And then lastly, Cloud Chaser. Flexible filler. It's a 2-for-1, and it's a Pegasus blue, and it says main phase. Exhaust this card to reduce by 1 action token the cost of the next friend you play this turn. So, just that in its own, by reducing the cost of the action you plan, that making cards like 4 style, which only costs 1, a free drop, and then like some of the other cards that's like in my blue and pink deck that I play, if I can find one example real quickly. Let's just take this one. Like my Pinky Responsibility Pie, which is 4 cost. You can exhaust this. Now it's a 3. And if you have 2 Cloud Chaser, it's a 2. Which I wouldn't play more than 1 or 2 at a time. Even if I had 3, I wouldn't want to have 3 on board, because once you make that double face off, you're probably going to have to dismiss a Cloud Chaser. Especially if you have a lot of other ponies on board. You don't want to do that. Want to still have one, especially in case your opponent dismiss yours. But these 3 cards are, in my opinion, 3 of the best cards in the game so far. 3 of the best cards in the game because of the splash ability, the bonuses that you can get from them, and the ability to being able to discard. Which discarding is great in any game, like I said, and being able to splash cards no matter what deck they're being played in, it's always awesome too. Since the characters don't have any color cost, that makes them very flexible. And Yellow Parasprite is a troublemaker, so you can play Yellow Parasprite anyway, which is a very good card. Limit the hand and all of that good stuff. But I don't want to take up too much more time, and this is just my little discussion on 3 cards that I think are really good in the game right now, and can't wait to see what's going to come in the next set. But this is Gamer Dude saying more pony stuff to come. Just wait.